The one guy that intrigues me is Iowa's Jack Campbell, and I know you wrote an article about it. When you look at him, I don't know that any way that he slides somewhere in the second round where they could trade up and get him. And I know you wrote an article about this. Take us through what you said with Jack Campbell.
Yeah, I talked to his defensive coordinator at Iowa, Phil Parker. He's from Amherst. And he thinks he's going way before the Browns. He thought bottom of the first, top of the second. But really, a lot of coaches say that, number one. I don't think Campbell's a perfect prospect. He's got great size. I think he's bigger than some teams would want at linebacker. He's almost 250 pounds. I think he's close to 6'5". So maybe some teams he's off the board for, or, just not high on the board for. So that limits the teams that would take him. He ran a 4.65, which is fine for a linebacker, but he's not a blazer. He makes up for that with size and instincts. So, I think there's a chance he could slide like we talked about. You just never know in the draft what happens to certain prospects, why they're still there. How many times do we hear, oh, my gosh, the team said I never expected this guy to be there. And I think they mean it a lot of times. So I think it'd be fortunate for the Browns if he were there. I think if he were, that it makes so much sense. He's a guy that I think could come in and contribute right away and fit into that group. He's the academic Heisman winner, so he's smart. He's a captain, put up good numbers. Parker just raised about everything about him, and it starts with the size and the instincts. And he makes a lot of plays. There's a play against Ohio State that fans might remember. He drops deep over the middle and kind of reaches out and makes a tip and tips the ball to himself for an interception. He's just a really solid guy and solid linebacker that I think would fit.
Yeah, I like him a lot too, and he just looks odd, 6'5", and he's an inside linebacker. It's one of those things. It's like the 6'7" shortstop for the Pirates. It just doesn't look right.